Everyone said the next pandemic would be different. We'd catch it early. We'd act fast. We learned from COVID. But right now, in the backyards of Bangladesh and Cambodia, a virus with a 49% kill rate just walked through the front door of ordinary homes. And almost nobody is talking about it. This is H5N1, and the clock is ticking. Here's what most people believe. Bird flu is a farm problem, a poultry problem, something that happens in crowded chicken factories in distant countries, something that requires direct, heavy contact with infected animals to even pose a risk. And for decades, that belief was mostly accurate. But the cases appearing in 2026 are different, and the difference is not subtle. Earlier this year, a patient in Bangladesh developed fever on January 21st, was hospitalized on January 28th, and died on February 1st. No underlying health conditions. The WHO confirmed H5N1, and the investigation found that 2 ducks and 1 chicken in the family's household had died shortly before the patient fell ill. Not a factory, not a slaughterhouse, a home, a backyard, an ordinary family living an ordinary life until they weren't. Now pay attention, because the strain behind these cases carries a genetic signature that scientists have been quietly watching for years. It is called Clade 2.3.2.1a. Think of a clade like a branch on a viral family tree. This particular branch has been circulating in birds across India and Bangladesh since around 2011. Not the globally dominant strain, not the one dominating international headlines. A quieter, older, regional branch, evolving in the background while the world's attention pointed elsewhere. The same clade was identified in a fatal case in an Indian child in April 2025, a 2021 fatal infection in another Indian child, and a 2024 severe illness in an Australian child who had recently visited India. Same genetic fingerprint, different countries, different years, different victims. A pattern that virologists cannot dismiss as coincidence. In the most recent WHO risk assessment, 16 new human H5N1 cases were reported across Bangladesh, India, Cambodia, China, Mexico, and Vietnam, involving 3 distinct clades simultaneously circulating in different regions. Multiple strains, multiple countries, multiple jumps from bird to human, all at once. Each one of those jumps is a biological experiment. Each new human infection hands the virus an opportunity to adapt, to find the precise genetic combination that allows it to spread not from bird to person, but from person to person. That has not happened yet, and that distinction is the only thing standing between today and catastrophe. Here is what H5N1 actually does inside a human body, and why it occupies a completely different category of danger from anything we have faced recently. When the virus enters the respiratory tract, it binds to receptors located deep in the lower lungs, deeper than seasonal flu ever reaches. Once anchored, it triggers what immunologists call a cytokine storm. Your immune system, recognizing a severe and unfamiliar threat, fires every defensive weapon simultaneously. Inflammatory signals flood the lungs. Immune cells rush in. Fluid accumulates. The lungs, designed to be open, dry, and full of air, begin to drown. Not from the virus directly, from your own immune response, overreacting so violently it becomes the instrument of destruction. This is why the numbers are so staggering. From 2003 to late 2024, the WHO recorded 954 confirmed human H5N1 cases, resulting in 464 deaths. A case fatality rate of approximately 49%. That figure far exceeds COVID-19 and even surpasses the 1918 pandemic influenza virus. The 1918 flu carried a death rate of roughly 2 to 3%, and it killed between 50 and 100 million people worldwide. H5N1's current rate is approximately 25 times higher. Unlike COVID-19, which primarily threatened older adults and those with underlying conditions, a severe H5N1 event could kill healthy individuals, including children. The stronger the immune system, the more ferociously it fights. And the more ferociously it fights, the more damage it inflicts on the very lungs it is trying to protect. COVID spread easily and killed rarely. H5N1 spreads rarely, and when it reaches you, it is merciless. The single question keeping virologists awake in 2026 is whether this virus is accelerating its pace of adaptation. Recent findings highlight serious surveillance gaps across South Asia, regions where H5N1 actively circulates in birds and periodically jumps to humans, but where diagnostic infrastructure is thin and cases almost certainly go undetected, which means the true picture may be considerably darker than the reported numbers suggest. So what do you actually do with this knowledge? If you live in or travel through South or Southeast Asia, Bangladesh, India, Cambodia, Vietnam, avoid live poultry markets and do not handle sick or dead birds under any circumstances. If birds in your household or neighborhood begin dying unexpectedly, report it to local health authorities immediately. Do not assume coincidence. If you or anyone in your family develops high fever and severe respiratory symptoms within 10 days of any poultry contact in an active region, seek medical attention immediately and specifically mention the animal exposure. Early antiviral treatment with oseltamivir, commonly known as Tamiflu, can improve outcomes meaningfully, but only if administered within the first 48 hours. That window closes fast, and at a global level, demand surveillance investment. The early signals are present. The geographic spread is widening. The mutations are accumulating. We watched COVID move from animals to humans in real time, debated the significance, and delayed the response until the virus was on every continent. H5N1 is issuing the same warning. Through a family in Bangladesh, through backyard poultry in Cambodia, through a clade that has been silently evolving in birds for 15 years and is now, with increasing frequency, finding its way into human lungs. The virus has not yet learned to spread between people, but it is practicing, and every new human case is another lesson. So here is the question worth sitting with. We have a science. We have the historical precedent. We have the early warning system actively sending signals right now. The only variable left is whether we choose to listen before a virus that kills 1 in 2 people finds the single mutation it needs to spread like the common cold. History does not repeat, but does rehearse. And right now, H5N1 is rehearsing very loudly.